going on, good people? Y'all already know if you can see me and hear me, then it is Tuesday. Okay? And it is time for the Minding My Business mic drop. Now, y'all gonna see me adjusting my microphone today because my husband decided to come into my office yesterday while he was delusionally tired and was playing with my microphone chat. So y'all gonna see me adjusting because I don't know what he done over here. But happy Tuesday, and listen, the OGs are already chiming in. The OGs are already chiming in. What's going on, Greensboro, Clarkton, North Carolina? Y'all already know. Put your city and state in the chat. And if you are chiming in from another country, let us know where you're listening and watching from. For those of you who do not know, you just happened to stumble on, or you got invited by somebody who thought you needed to be a part of the mic drop tonight. My name is Nishika Melton, and I am a simplified productivity coach. I am that person who used to think that the only way you became successful was if you got no sleep, no rest, overwhelmed, overworked. And I had to learn the hard way that is not how you become successful. That is not how you maintain success. So as a simplified productivity coach, I take you through the process of creating a vision that you actually want to live. We come up with the strategies and the implementation to help you see that vision through and live out the success that you have defined for yourself. So, y'all, every week, and if I was lying, I would stop saying it, but I'm so excited. Every week, we have some of the most amazing people on this podcast. And I am appreciative of the fact that they're willing to come on and be transparent with us. And they're telling the truth of their journey. You don't get that everywhere. Okay. Because if you pay attention to Instagram and social media and people posing in front of cars and houses that don't even belong to them, Chad, they ain't paid not nan note. You know what I'm saying? But when people come on this podcast, they are giving us the real. And I do not take that lightly. So if you have not hit that subscribe button, do it right now. Do it right now. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and also reach out to your people and let them know, get on the mic drop. Get on the mic drop because you're missing out. Greensboro is thoroughly in the house. What's up? What's up? My guest tonight, first of all, she's a whole ball of energy, but I got to see another side of her. And that's what I want everyone to see tonight. As she calls it, the behind the scenes. You would not know by listening to Ernee Peppers, watching Ernee Peppers, you wouldn't believe some of the things that she has been through, the things that she has been told, the negative things. You wouldn't believe it. She's such an encourager, and not just what I say, but other people have said that Ernee has encouraged them and helped them to see a side of themselves that they didn't know was there. And I don't even know if she know that. Okay. But I'm letting her know that there are a lot of people who think very highly of her. And when you hear her testimony, you understand why she doesn't mind pouring into people. So, y'all, as she's talking about her journey and her healing process, there's going to be some healing. There's going to be some healing done tonight. Okay, y'all didn't even know what you was pulling up to when you plugged into the mic drop on this night, it's going to be some healing that is going to take place. And y'all, I listen. I got my look, I ain't playing with y'all. I got my Kleenex just in case. Just I don't know how it's gonna go. Y'all know we come organic, it is natural. God gives me the questions and I ask them. And y'all put y'all's questions and y'all's comments, which I mean, my OGs already know the chat is forever lit. Forever lit. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's about to be fire. It's about to be fire. Ernee
Woo, 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 woo! Mic drop.
Girl, I listen. Ever since we had the Zoom call, I have been so hyped about this call today. So go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we gonna hit the road running.
All right, party people. Let me tell you, I am the woman your confidence said that you were supposed to meet tonight. Not tonight, but tonight. I hope y'all get it. But I'm going to let you know a little something, a little secret. I wasn't always like that. Y'all. Baby, your girl was a shy, quiet, meek, and mousy. Baby, I wouldn't even talk. But now I steps into rooms, holds the mic, and shuts the rooms down, baby. That's what I do because that's what I chose. And through that transformation, I decided, because you know you do have a choice. I decided to become an MC. And on top of that, I created a 6-week course that transform women entrepreneurs who are introverts into bold and bodacious public speakers through the art of story showing, baby. I said story showing, not storytelling, story showing. Because, baby, when you show it, you look it, you live it, and guess what? They believe you. And without even changing who you are. Now, hello. If you want more about it, I will leave it in that section. But right now, we ain't talking about none of that. I'm going to give y'all how I became all this, honey. That's what I'm going to tell y'all. How I became all this. So, all that other stuff I just told y'all, sit on it for a minute. Okay? Because we're going to interview tonight. Okay? On
Yes.
my book.
We gonna interview. Yes. Yes. Look.
Yes, baby.
Yes.
Promised to love and honor, from shacking up to vows, broken promises, and unrealistic expectations in a relationship. Now, hello, now let's talk. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's talk. Let's talk what y'all want to know. Baby, I've been in it for 38 years. Let's talk about it. And it's not what I'm going through right now,
Yeah.
where I've been.
Where
And
you
in the
been?
book, I explain that. When you meet someone, you're meeting their representative for
Mhm.
sure. You're never meeting the person. So you need to know where this person has been in order to find out where you and them are going to go and where they're going to take you. And if you decide that you wanted to join that ride, you'll understand why it gets so damn bumpy.
So before we get too deep in the book,
Mhm.
let's even go before that, okay? Because you mentioned in your introduction
Uh-huh.
that at one point you were shy, didn't even talk. For the average person, it's like, how how does that happen? Like, so give us some background on that from a person who was shy and didn't. It's not that you couldn't talk, because you mentioned that also in the book. You didn't want to talk. Why is that? Why was that?
Well, it all started August 31st, 1966. I was born to Ernest Jacob Anderson and Janet Green. But little did you know, they were kicking around, y'all. I was a love child. Yeah, he was married. I don't
Mm,
know if my mama knew, but she ended up knowing. Yeah, they had me. I was premature, 3 pounds, 6 ounces. My dad said I was in the hand. And sometimes a little bit can cause a whole lot of chaos. And chaos I caused, honey. And my little behind got shipped out of America. Honey, I didn't even go to another state. They shipped me straight out of America, honey, because I had to get up out of there so I could
mm,
stop causing problems, divorces, cops, and all this. Everybody was showing up at the door because two people decided to do this,
mm,
create. And now
mm.
I'm down in Trinidad from 2 years old to 8 years old while the chaos was still going on. I was hidden, tucked away with the rest of my brothers and sisters that my mama didn't want. We were living in
Wow.
the, what you call it, the white sands in Trinidad, the trees and the great weather, y'all. Honey, I was in there playing with the pigs in the pig pen, the crows, the walking in the woods, eating the pomegranate, eating the fruits, everything off the trees, getting worms and everything. But I was the baby of the family and I was loved. And that's all I knew. But
Mm,
when I transformed, my mama died without me meeting her at 8 years old. My dad sent for me because the government in Trinidad said I didn't belong there anymore. And so he had to bring me back. Yes. When the government say you got to go, pack your stuff, get your stuff and get. Again, there I am,
wow.
shuffled around. But I came this time to the stepmother that decided to stay with her husband because my mom told her what she was going to do to her when she had the chance and how she was going to do it. And guess who earned that prize? Me. I got all the beatings, all the whoopings. I was told whatever goes on in this house stays in this house. At that time, I wasn't speaking American. I was speaking Trinidadian. And when you speak Trinidadian and you're dark skinned and your hair's, costly, didn't wear no boots and stuff like that, me wore tin clothes. That's what me wore. That's all me had. Baby, by the time I got to that airport and got upstairs to Brooklyn, Albany Projects, my mama told me, my stepmama said, you won't be needing these things anymore. And I had pictures of my brothers, family, friends, tore them up. She said, you won't be needing this anymore because we're your family right now. Do you know what that does to a child? Eight, 8 years old. That was trauma. So I had to deal with
Wow.
that, deal with her. Now that I do know that you get older, it is a woman scorn
Mm,
that was never happy. A woman that decided to trade her heart for her husband. And right now, I wouldn't do it. So
right,
I understand what she went through, but I don't understand why you took it out on me.
right.
I didn't understand that part. So we move on. I'm getting beat, no food, go to sleep, clean up. I used to say Cinderella ain't nothing on me, y'all.
Wow.
Yes, I was touched, sexually assault, all that getting touched. And it brought a lot of trigger. I wasn't even able to take a bath. So I went to school stink and I wouldn't talk. I got teased because I was from another country. I was speaking in a dialect that I got teased. I was called ugly in school, ugly at home, stinky, stinky girl, all this stuff I'm being called. So I stayed in the back and I
Mm.
didn't say anything, nothing at all, because I got it at school and I got it at home. How am I supposed to survive this? And I did that for, it was third grade, because I did third grade over again because that's the
Okay.
trauma. I did that
Okay.
over. Only thing I wrote, and let me tell you something. I didn't even know my name was Ernestine.
What did you think your name was?
Christine. If you know any Trinidadian people, they would change their children's name to a nickname to when they get older, they find out that that's their name. That's not their name, it's a nickname. I thought all that time my name was Christine, not Ernestine. Yeah, that was another thing. That was another, but like, who doesn't know their name? Like, I love it, you know? So that was another thing. I had to learn how to write that, how to spell that.
Yeah.
So that again was a laughing stock. And I don't want anyone to ever go through something like that. The kids, because you know, them kids, these American kids, yo, we made,
Ruthless. Them suckers can be
we
ruthless.
made, honey, yes. And
Wow.
they didn't stop. They didn't stop. They will wait good until it was time for me to answer a question. Baby, ain't nobody doing that. I ain't answering no question. I'll hold my head down and keep my head down on the desk, but not answer a question. Even at home, I'll walk past, I'll be sitting there. I wasn't even allowed to sit on the couch. You sit on the floor, okay? You go to bed, sit on the floor, this, that. So we went on with all this, and I'm now starting to get used to being treated like crap. It's amazing how you get used to being treated like crap. So third grade, I got left back, spent the summer in the house,
Okay.
which was good, but it wasn't good because I had to stay in the house with her.
Mm.
I did have a brother. I did. I had a brother. He's passed on now, but I had a brother, and he would even tease me. He would just come past and just blow. He did exactly what she would do. And I was told, don't hit him back. Don't touch him. Girl. So all this boiled up anger I had to take back and forth to school. And I developed a sneeze. It was a sneeze. I would sneeze, sneeze, sneeze. And she would wake me up by clicking on the light. Click, 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 click. Get up, B. Get up,
Oh
B.
my gosh.
You ain't never going to be S. You're going to be just like your mother, a whore and a slut, just like your mother. And this was on a everyday basis. Every day you heard that. And go in there and go wash those dishes, B. Slut, whore. Till at times I would go to school and be like, what's a whore? What's a slut? I didn't know. What was it? I'm 8.
Yeah.
Then I become 9. And then I become 10. 10 was the best time. I met a teacher by the name of Miss Taylor. She used to do all the school plays. And
Okay.
seen her play while I was in 4th grade. And I was like, oh my God, this is what I want to do. So I finally got into her class for 5th grade, and she just tells everybody, just gives them the script, never seen the script before, tell it. And I wrote her a note and I said, Miss Taylor, can I please be in the play? So she went on, she did the do now, and she says, okay, come on out here, young lady. Come on. She said, if you want to be in the play, you're going to have to speak. I said, she says, you're going to have to speak because in my plays, you speak. But I don't know if she was telling me the truth She said,
Okay.
I was just like you when I was younger. She said, you know how I got over it? She said, I started looking at TV and I started being someone else. She says, now this is what I want you to do. Go home and look at TV and come back and act like the person that you like on TV. Little did she know, I told her, can't look at TV. So she said, I'll write a note and use it as your homework. It worked. So at that time, I looked at Flip Wilson and uh,
Mm-hmm.
Flip Wilson, I think Soul Train, and I fell in love with Flip Wilson. Her name was Ernestine,
Oh, yes. Yes.
and I decided that that's who I was going to be, her. And I went back to school and I tied my shirt up. And at that time, my stepmother used to put my hair in three, one here and two braids.
Yes.
And I would take it out, fluff it out, and I put some Vaseline on my lips, and I was Geraldine. And I went and I did the play, and I said whatever it was for the script. They loved it.
Mm.
I, for the first time, received the love. Even though it was wrong, I received the love that I wanted. The claps, they hugged me. And at that particular time, I said, this is what I want. I made up my mind in fifth grade that this is what I want to do. I want to perform because this is where people like when you're not you. They
Oof.
enjoy that. They don't want the real you. They've seen the real you, but they don't want the real you. They want someone that can entertain them. They want someone that can make them laugh, make them feel good. And I said, okay, fine, I'll do it. So from that day on, I started being a bunch of other people. I was great in sports. That just came natural. I don't know why. I'm still good in sports, competitive, and I was always chosen to be on a team.
Okay.
But when it came to other things, oh, that stink girl. Mm, she stink. And I met a girlfriend. We're still friends till today. We're like this. And she and I would go to her home on the weekend because that's when I can go outside. And her mom would take my clothes off. I would put their clothes on. She'll give me a shower, tell me to take a shower. She'll wash my clothes. I'll put
Wow.
one of their shirts. And till today, boy, oh boy, that woman. That's who she basically she let me know that there is other people that care about you besides the people that you're living with. And
Mm.
this is how I used to take a shower and take a bath, wash my underwear, wash my socks because it was stink. Come on. And whew, and I'm still friends with them. I'm still family. I'm still a part of their lives. And they call me family. And I'm still to this
Wow.
day, 30 some odd years later, 50 something years later, because I came here at 8. I'm 59. Sharon and I have been friends for 58 years. We've been, no, 50 years, 51
50
years,
years. You
51. Yes.
you said something, and I don't know if you all who are watching, even if you're watching the replay, if y'all caught it. But Ernie, you said people basically don't want to see, don't want to hear, don't want to be around the real you.
No, no one.
Whoo, that hit hard.
Facebook and Instagram is so popular
Yeah.
because people are giving you what they know you want to see.
Mm-hmm.
To actually go behind the scenes, they're like, oh no. And sometimes people that are your friends and all that, they're not telling you what's going on either.
Mm-hmm.
No one wants to. man up or woman up and girl up, boy up, whatever it may be, and tell the truth. The truth hurts. It hurts. And when you have to look in the mirror and look at that person that's hurting, they don't like it. So any time you want to get away from it, you'll take any opportunity. I know I did. I took any opportunity to not live there and to not be there because I know at 3 o'clock I had to go back.
Because that
And
was when school was out.
yes, I hated going home. I hated it. But they didn't know that. I kept my mouth shut. Didn't tell anybody. Because I told it once. And she told me if I ever say it again, oh, I got beat. Oh, I got beat bad that day. So I shut up. Don't say nothing. I learned how to take it and keep it moving. As soon as I come out the building, if you're going to play sports, your basketball, whatever it is you're going to play, jump rope, whatever it was, I was the best at it because I knew that that was my out. And I did it. I've done it for years. Done it so much that sometimes you don't even know who you are.
Yeah, and that's where I'm getting to. But you also said you learned how to take it
Yeah.
and keep moving. So where did all of the it go? Because if you're receiving it, it's going somewhere. And how did it show up in other places?
It showed, I didn't show it. Didn't show it at all. We'll say like when someone was hurting,
Mhm.
I was kind of glad.
Oh,
I was kind of happy. Oh, she's crying like, mm. I couldn't hurt because I was too busy being hurt.
mm,
I couldn't feel for you because I was too busy feeling for me. So when they were hurting or someone fell or they was crying or whatever, it's like, mm, you know, mm.
wow.
I couldn't feel empathy for you because I was already feeling that. So when mom died, like, okay, okay, your mom died, and okay, how was I supposed to feel? I didn't have one, and the one
Mm,
that I had was doing bad things. So how could I feel sorry for you? I'm like, oh, okay. I was even jealous of people that had a mother. Jealous. So I didn't have time to feel for them and empathize with them with what they were going through because I
yeah.
was too busy. My whole body was still embedded in what I was going through until 18, I would say. 18. They put me out. Put me out. That was the best thing they could have ever done. Because at that particular time, my time was up. I guess her words was, I'll take care of her until she graduates from high school. And that's it. And so I graduated from high school in June. I had to leave like in August. Like my dad was like, look, hurry up and go find a job. Like, oh, I want to go to college. No, 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 no. Go find a job. And I did. I worked in the Kings Plaza Mall in Brooklyn. I found a
Mhm.
job. Put me out. Good. So I went. I had friends then. I had gained friends, and I ended up being with a young lady that she adopted me as her goddaughter. And I lived with them for a couple of years. And then I went back to my girlfriend's mom house. And, between the two, and that's where I met Mr. Peppers. A whole bag of mess.
Ooh. So before we go into the book, let me ask you this question. You've been living with your stepmom and dad all this time. She never took the time to love you. Your dad never took the time to step in or protect you. So you didn't know what that looked like.
No.
You get put out at 18.
Hmm? I'm grown.
At what point, Ernie, did you realize that you were actually a broken mess?
I didn't realize until I had a child of my own.
Wow. And how old were you when you had your first child?
We had 23. Yep. That's when I knew that while he cried, I went to hold him and hug him, and it was love. Like, wow. And as I was going through it, I started breaking down at around 30. I
Okay.
started breaking down because I had put that stuff so far behind
Mm.
that I do remember that they say cream will rise to the top.
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
problems and your issues would come when you least expect it.
Mm.
And it came till where I didn't know what I was doing. I was mad. I was depressed. I was ready to take out, boom, get rid of me. I couldn't handle it because I couldn't let someone know what was going on. And then I'm in the relationship with, which is my husband now, boyfriend. Then he's going through whatever he's going through. I'm trying, I couldn't give the empathy that he needed for his because I was too busy with mine. He knew a
Mm.
little bit of it, but he didn't know a lot. He pretty much understood what I told him. And after a while, I just didn't talk about it no more. I just dealt with it. And it carried on and on and on, and it went on till I thought it was normal.
Wow.
It was normal. It was normal not to be loved. He wasn't giving me any love. It was fine because that's what I knew. Okay, fine. Oh, you was talking to me like crap. Yeah, that was fine. I was used to that.
Yeah.
It was something that I was used to, so it wasn't a problem until the problem arose, and that's when I knew I had a problem.
So you being a mother really unlocked
Hmm.
love for you.
Yep.
How did you not duplicate that in your children?
Wow. My girlfriends ask me the same thing. How?
Yeah.
I, I don't know. I don't know. I knew what was done to me was wrong, and I didn't want to duplicate that for my kid. Yes, I chastise them. Yeah, give them a little spanking or whatever. But there was always love. Whatever you want to do, we going places. We doing this. Give you love. I love you. Kiss. That. Yes,
And it didn't feel awkward to you?
it was so real
Wow.
because I knew I didn't want him to end up like me, and to have someone else say I love you back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I want this. So every time I said I love you, I'll get it back. So I'll work for it so he can tell me, Mom, I love you. So he didn't miss a beat.
When your kids hear about what you endured for a very large part of your life.
The important part,
Yeah, what do they say? What have they said to you? What were their comments?
they just, wow, Mom, I love you. That's it. I don't think they can ingest it, digest it
Yeah.
at this time
Okay.
because they can't see it because they never missed a beat.
Mm.
So they didn't, I just showed them a good time. I'm your good time mom. Like, where we going? What we doing? Okay, all right, let's go. Woo, 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 woo. That was me until put them to bed and it's like, you put on the face, you put the hat on, go out there and make it happen. Make it happen. And then whatever you want to do, you make sure you do it behind closed doors and don't let nobody see what you're doing. So it's like I was playing two people, two.
Is that because you didn't know who you were still?
I knew what I didn't want, but who and what I went through didn't leave yet.
Mm.
It didn't go anywhere. I didn't get rid of her yet because I still never went through the process of finding out and dealing with it to the full understanding that you this is who you were. I don't even know who I was
Yeah.
because I didn't have a chance. The only one that place that gave me a smile was Trinidad. I was loved there. So I knew what it was. I knew what love was and how you get it. But when I came here, no, I didn't know these people. But you wanted me to act right.
Yeah.
I didn't know you. You're a total blur. I never know you. At 8 years old, you're pretty much who you are. Who you are at 8 years old. That's why when I interview people, I ask them, who were you at 8? What did you
Mm.
like at 8 years old? 8 years
Mm.
old is the epiphany of who you are. Whatever you like then, you're going to like now. And it never fails. Whatever it is, I get a smile on my face, boom. Wow. Trinidad running around barefoot, everybody calling you Christine, Christine, Christine. That's what.
Yeah. What was the first step in your process? Because you mentioned that you had not gone through the process yet. What was your first step? Because let me tell you something, Ernee. The chat has never been this quiet. So I know everybody is hanging on your words. Normally things are going through so fast. I'm having to look over so I don't miss something. And that thing has been still. So that they are hanging on and they're resonating with what you're saying. What was your first step in your healing process?
I come to find out that I had a problem when my boyfriend, we lived together, and I wouldn't buy washcloths. I wouldn't buy juice glasses. I wouldn't wear pajamas. I wouldn't wear slippers. I wouldn't wear, I wouldn't wear, it's just certain things I just, those were triggers. So
Hmm.
one time he said to me, he said, yo, hey, what's up with all these towels? I said, I like towels. He said, well, where's the washcloths? I said, I don't like washcloths. He said, what? I said, He said, well, I like washcloths. He said, so can you buy us some washcloths? And I told him the story. I said, well, look, this is the reason why I don't do that because
What's that?
my daughter, she just came. Baby, the door. Let's leave. And I told him about when I just played sports.
Uh-huh.
We was playing mud in the mud. And he muddy. So I came in, took a shower. That woman came in there and beat me. She beat me, beat me. And I'm like, what? 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 What did I do? What? Because I know I didn't do anything. What? Naked. Ah, ah, ah. Don't you ever use a towel or use my water unless I tell you so.
Oh my God.
So I was like, I'm not going to use your towels anymore. Even on Sundays when I was supposed to take a shower or a bath, I wouldn't use it. Hey, sweetie. I would just dry off, wring the washcloth.
So towels were what you couldn't have.
Right. Couldn't have a towel.
Oh
I
my
can get the wash.
God.
Wow.
Go get undressed.
What's the matter?
If I sit down, I'm not gonna get okay.
Oh my word.
So you see how triggers work?
Yeah.
It's a trigger.
Your mama's on.
Today, sometimes I still don't use washcloths.
Really?
I guess you don't have that bad weather.
I'll use it to
It just don't work here.
like probably
You
like
tell your husband he all in my podcast.
My daughter kind of excused up.
our daughter just came home.
I can hear the whole conversation.
Go in your room. Go in your room. I'll be there. Yeah. So
Hey, daughter.
hey daughter.
Came a long way.
So yeah. So that's the towel washcloth ratio.
Wow.
That's why when people say they have triggers, I get it. I get the trigger. I didn't do juice glasses. Juice glasses came from, well, she used to have those little juice glasses with the round bottom, and it had like a like an apples on one, and then there'll be like an apple and a banana. It was like it came in a set of four back then.
Okay.
And my brother, he could go in there and get juice. I thought I could too. He went and got some juice. I got some juice. She picked the juice up and she threw it. Good thing I dumped. I won't be drinking any juice or any using any cups of anything that belongs in here. And I didn't do that. That day forth, didn't want it. Triggers. I don't use the B word till today. It's a trigger. People use it as, hey, babe, yeah. I'll be like, ooh, ooh, don't do that. You know, it's just, and pajamas, I don't wear pajamas because pajamas is when, whew, pajamas would be when, this is when she will molest me, but I have my pajamas on. So I don't wear pajamas. I don't wear pajamas. I haven't worn, I never wear pajamas at all. So
Wow.
things are, it's just triggers. And I get triggers. I get it. I have gotten past it, but you still see that memory is still here. It's not going to go anywhere. I can't erase what happened, but I could move on and understand why I don't. I can do that. So if someone has a pajama party, I will wear a gown.
Right. Right. No, I get that.
I don't wear slippers because she used to beat me with her slippers. I wear barefoot. I would never wear slippers. I bought my daughter pajamas. I bought my son pajamas, but I bought my husband pajamas, but
Yeah.
not me. But not even look at a pair of pajamas. It's a trigger. It's a memory of this is what happened when you were in pajamas. So I don't do that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just triggers. Every now and then I get a trigger off something, but I try to ignore it and move forward because I'm not that. And you ask what I did about it. When I went through the breakdown, I went and I spoke and I told a friend of mine, and they said, hey, I know what you're going through. Go to Landmark. Landmark. It's Landmark Worldwide or something like that. And
Okay.
ours was on 34th Street, by the Penn Station. Big place. Never heard of it. They will never advertise. It's only
Okay.
through word of mouth. Oprah's been there. Obama. A lot of celebrities have been there because they have triggers and things that has happened to them, and they fixed me in 1 weekend. 1 weekend. We had an orientation, and they said to us, "You're going to be here from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m." Ah, come on, man. What we doing here? He was like, "Yeah, but guess what? We're going to kick you out at 12." Like, come on now. There's no way that we're going to be in this place. They were absolutely right. We were there. We cried. We held each other. We knew things that was going on with each other. They said, don't bring a friend or a family. There was 350 people in the room.
Whoa.
And this man took care of all of us. 350. By just going through your childhood, how your parents met, and you're in the womb, and you're born. And as the age come, people started screaming. 4 years old, 5 years old, started screaming ah, and he just let them go through it, go through it, and he'll keep going, age after
She'll
age
be
after
right back, y'all. There we
age.
go.
Oh, age after age after age, and everyone would just start screaming out. I wasn't screaming out; I was just crying silently because you can see your time moving, and you can actually start because you go right back to where you were 8, 9, 10. You go back to that stage and your heart is pumping and you're scared
Yeah.
and you go through it. And this is what these people and all of us are in there because we were traumatized at some time in my life, and it has risen to where you have to face it. Now, after you go through that, he tells you, now you go out there and you meet the person, you call them, you write them a letter. If they're dead, you write a letter and you tell them what you did to them, and you forgive them.
Mm.
What? What? Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. That day, as I still do, I like a bagel with bacon and cheese and a ginger ale. I had it that day.
Mm-hmm.
Got my nerve up. I called her on the phone. Ooh. And I wanted to go back in the room. He said, you cannot do it unless you don't come back in this room until you make that phone call. Oh my God. It took me about an hour, hour and a half. Oh, can't do it, can't do it. Scared because I was scared. So I finally get on the phone and I ask us, I ask her to have a seat because I have something to tell her. She was like, what do you have to say to me? And I said, well, I want to thank you for raising me. I want to thank you for taking my mom's place that, she died, and I want to forgive you for the beatings and the touching and this and that and the no babs. And I just went on and on and on and on. And she says, wait a minute. I says, no, because I was on the road. I says, no, 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 no. I said, that's it. That's all I want to say is that I forgive you, and I want you to have a good life.
Mm.
And after that, it just was felt nauseous, nauseous, nauseous. And I went to the garbage can. It was a big blob of mucus. Just now, I told you I ate
The bagel and the ginger ale.
ginger.
Yeah.
That came up. That was the mucus. They said that was the little girl that you was holding on to, and you finally let her loose. That's how I was able to get away. Had to face it. Face your fear. That's what I did. I faced it. And once I did that, it's like the world opened up.
Wow.
I wasn't scared anymore. I didn't have to worry about being a whore and a slut and a this and then I didn't have to worry about that no more. It was still there, but I didn't have to worry about it no more.
And so
That's
when did you when did you become this confident person that everybody sees when they first meet you?
well, remember I told you I did the acting, right?
Yes.
I did the acting and when throughout all the times that I've been doing it, I've mastered it to where it became me. So when someone said you can't change, oh yes you can. How bad you want it?
Ooh, ooh. Uh-huh.
Everyone wants to be loved, right? Everyone
Absolutely.
wants to be accepted. Everyone wants to be, in that space of confident and bold. Everyone wants to be in that space. That's why I can't be caught looking like somebody else. I've
Mm.
created a character and I can't look like I can't. I can't. I created it. That's it. Can't go back. I won't go back. This is it. I like this.
Have you ever gone back to Trinidad?
No, I want to, but I'm scared.
You
I,
want to, but you're scared.
I heard them folks down there is cray cray.
Oh Lord.
I have had an opportunity to speak to my brother
Mhm.
that was down there, Tony, and I can't even understand anything he says. I'd be like, oh my God. I can't understand what it's like he's speaking a whole nother language. I am truly an American.
Wow.
Say a Trin American, I can play with it, but let them start speaking too fast. I'd be like, oh, you.
Slow up, partner.
I can be in a conversation with you a little bit, but whoa, hold on now. But yeah, I want to go one day.
Uh-oh.
I just heard so many bad
Y'all
things.
hold on. It'll unfreeze in just a second. And chat, y'all being very quiet. There we go.
They quiet.
Yes.
What they quiet for?
I don't know. I don't. We haven't had a comment in almost 20 minutes.
Well, are they still there?
Yes. They are still there. Lord have mercy. So let me ask you this real quick, because we're gonna go over 8 o'clock. Let me ask you this. How do you help other people unlock what's in them?
Now, remember when I told you, you have to find out who you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
When you find out who you want to be, now I can help you bring that out. But you got to tell me something. Got to give me something. Everyone, I do know for a fact that everyone, yeah, you're an introvert, but I'm an introvert. You can catch me sometime where but I
I ain't
know
never caught that.
you haven't been paying attention.
I ain't never caught out.
You ain't paid attention.
Now, I have seen you get emotional on stage when you won an award. I think it was at Author All Stars, and you got emotional. I was like, oh.
I have a lot of feelings. I got a lot of feelings bottled up in me, you know,
Mm.
and I gotta hold on. It's like because I'll cry over a commercial,
Wow.
but what I show them is what's real. Who are you? And what is it that you want? Everybody wants something. I do know that for a fact. What is it that you want? You can't sit there and tell me that oh, I don't know. You know what it is. I don't care how hideous it sounds. Tell me something so I can work with something for you so we
Mhm.
can bring that out.
Mhm.
And especially when you want to speak on stage, you leave that introvert stuff, sit it down in the seat because I need for you to be who you want to be on stage. What do you want to see when you get on stage? That's who I need for you to be. I will have you change your clothes, dress the part, because when you dress different, you act different.
Mhm.
If you're wearing jeans and a t-shirt, but now you're wearing a gown, you walk different, you even talk different.
Right.
So this is how you will start changing. And this is how I will help you change. I'll help you change your closet. I don't know if we got to change, put on a wig, if we got to do something, but what we can't do is bring you on stage. I need to bring someone else that will tell your story.
Mm.
And someone else would love telling your story. When I have events, sometimes with some of the workshops, some people are so shy to speak. So I don't ask them about them. Tell your neighbor about you and have your neighbor talk about you and you talk about your neighbor. Do you know that everybody else love talking about somebody else? Well, let me tell you, do this. And but if I ask you, tell me a little something about yourself, you'd be like, oh, all of a sudden you're an introvert. But if I told
Mhm.
you to talk about it about Nishika, you got a lot to say.
Mhm.
So this is how I find out who you are. And then I have you act like someone else. Tell you, hey, show me how your son get mad when he ain't eating his favorite show or eating his favorite cereal. Tell me how he act. Oh, you can pop right into it. You will act like him. You will talk like him. You will be exactly him.
Right.
But when I ask you, tell me a little something about yourself, it's the hardest thing. So
Mm.
I find out what it is that you really want, then I make it happen. We're gonna bring that out. So we're gonna sit Sabrina down. I even want you to come up with a name. I mean, like Beyonce has a name, Sasha Fierce. All celebrities have stage names, and we're gonna start using your stage name, and you're gonna start being that person. And once we bring that person out, we're gonna elaborate on your story, give them just the meat and potatoes, and baby, you're a winner.
And I want y'all who are listening, live and on the replay. One of the things that Ernie does is that she helps you with your stage presence and talking and doing all those things. So that's what we're talking about right now. Okay. So if you are that person who needs that type of assistance, Ernie, that's part of her coaching. And I want to say with real quick with the book, y'all, her husband also wrote his chapter in this book. And this is a collaboration book. So it's not just Ernie talking, but it's several different people talking about their journeys. And it's interesting. It's very interesting. I was surprised to see your husband's chapter. I was like, okay, Mr. Peppers. Yes. Yes. So to know that both of you are in here sharing the transparency of how you were raised, what your hiccups were, the hard knocks that you had to learn the hard way, how to figure out how to love. Lord have mercy. Y'all.
But let me tell you a little bit about my chapter
Yes,
and
ma'am.
why I came up with this book.
Hmm.
Because a relationship is a relationship. We're talking about the next door neighbor, the relationship with your children, your mom, your dad, anybody. You have one time in your life have said, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with him? Why he act like that?
Hmm.
She always come in here with an attitude. But what we never said is what is she going through
Mm.
or where she been? Because when you have been through something, No one wants to focus on the problem. Everyone wants to look at, why she not? Or if she come in there smiling too much, what's wrong with her? Why
Yeah.
she smiling too much? It's like people are never happy, but no one ever comes up to you and say, hey, if you want to, I'm an ear for you. You want to talk? Hey, I see you.
Yeah.
No
That
one does
part.
that, but everybody want to talk about you though. So this is why people don't show who they are. It's
Mm.
because others don't understand. We had people that was being abused and getting beat up and coming to work. I seen it by the way they act, by the way
Yeah.
they push others away. It's an act. But if you have never been in that position, you wouldn't know. If you've never been abused, you wouldn't understand what she's went through or why she's acting the way she act.
Yeah.
Somebody raised their voice. She's or she raises her voice too much, so you won't see her. Because once someone raised their voice, everybody like, ah.
Right, right.
So people will use those two things as a defense mechanism, but no one asks. And when you get yourself in a relationship, you have to know what happened before you so that you can move and understand or understand how to move in your relationship because it's very important. Very. I'm understanding that now. In
Hmm.
order to know how things is going, you got to know where that person been.
Absolutely.
You know, everyone didn't have a good home. And sometimes when they've came from a good home, you can interrupt it by you not having a good home, a good place, a mother or father or whatever it may be. You may have
Hmm.
been raised by wolves, but it will show. Now you understand why he's not eating with a fork and knife because he's eating in his hands. And you just think he's nasty. No, where have he been?
Right.
Eating with his hands. Or something's not right, or you know it. But you would rather stick in there, put up with it, and don't have a solution.
Mm.
And that's what happens with a lot of us in these relationships. This is why divorces are so hard and it's so high. Relationships are high. Relationships are just difficult because we never took the time to find out what happened. You got to
Wow.
take the time to do that. And then we set such big expectations. I used to look at what is this? The Bill Cosby show. What's that? What's that
Hmm.
show?
The Cosby Show.
I used to think that that's the way it was supposed to be.
A lot of us did.
Okay. So now you try to go and mimic your life around a show, not
Right.
realizing that it's a script. We don't live our lives through a script. We live with reality. And as long as that script says, oh, he's going to be smiling next week, you think, oh, we can get rid of this problem. And you step over it to deal with something else.
Mm.
Yeah, we all do it. Unrealistic expectations. We expect things that's not within your means of
Yeah.
the relationship. So when you get in front of your friends or your family, they start acting like everything is okay. Everything is not okay. And then when you go home, they're like, here's reality here. But you was fronting it off. Get to the solution. Get a solution for whatever it is. And stop putting these unrealistic expectations in your relationship, your friends, your family, whatever it may be. It's unrealistic. So stop it. You want something real? Start acting real. Start
Right.
being real. And once you start that, you'll start finding out that life is fun. When you can look at yourself in the mirror, you'll be like, yeah. And you got it going on. And this is when you got it going on. Some people are like, oh, I'm doing me. Really? What does that mean?
Right.
What does doing me mean? Did you really get into the soul of what it is that you're doing or what has happened to you? You found a solution for it so that you can move forward? Did you do that? So to me, Still lying.
Still lying. Quit lying.
And still being upset and not even understanding why you're upset. Figure it out. Life is short. And before you
Life
know it,
is so short.
we may be going through a lot, but life is short.
Mm-hmm.
And the minute you find out that this is who I am, this is what I went through, I can be who I can be, or I can be in who I've been through, boom, life just starts happening for you.
So I told you that we do something special
Uh-oh.
at the end of the podcast.
Wait a minute.
And this is that.
Wait a minute. Wait. Would you like to hear from my husband?
Yes, can Mr. Charles step in if he wants to?
I wonder if you asked.
He said, only if you ask me.
I thought that's what we just did.
That was a jokey joke.
Here he comes. Gotta come all the way over. All the way.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. So everyone watching, this is Ernie's husband, Mr. Charles Peppers, DJ, electrician, lighting up the world.
Oh, okay. Get it right.
So
How are you doing?
your chapter in the book, and we can't go into a lot of detail, but I do want to ask, how was that for you, knowing that you were telling a part of your story that a whole lot of people were going to be reading, and maybe even people that you knew who didn't know all of what you were telling? How did that feel?
I didn't think about it when I was doing it.
Okay.
I just was doing what she asked me. It was too late after that. I was like, what? How many people gonna read that?
I know, right?
Okay. I mean, that's what it was. It's all right though. I mean,
But remember, you told me that I can't just tell my story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember, you told me that.
I did. I
No,
did.
no, you, boo.
She
You
and
told me.
she said you told her she can't just have her chapter in there.
no,
That you got to have your chapter too.
I got it. I told it. I went deep too. You was reading it?
Yes.
It's all true.
Look.
It's all true.
So as you reflect now, did you feel like it was a freeing process for you writing that chapter?
Uh, Not really. I would need my mother to be alive for that to happen.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But telling you guys is like you wasn't there, so you wouldn't really get it. Yeah.
But that did have a lot of bearing of luggage on our relationship though.
Mm-hmm.
It had a lot in the beginning.
Yeah. Psychologically, it was.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Because I was young back then, so.
And
You
then
was young back then?
Her book made me look like I don't know. These people might hate me when they say that.
No, 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 no. Not at all. Not at all.
There he is.
Get it, Joker.
but I was trying to say in the beginning, where in order to have something a little concrete and something to build off of, you got to know where they've been.
Right.
You have to know in order to know where we're going to end up, because there's a lot of missing pieces that I thought that was missing in the relationship without knowing that I contribute to because of where I've been, and parts that he contributed to where he was missing. So we were both, what we say,
We were like water and electricity living together.
right.
Y'all was creating problems.
Yeah.
Wow. So we have a question coming in that said, how did you both choose to change the narrative of your marriage?
I don't think we thought about that. There was a lot of bumps and yeah.
Well, what I would say to something like that is that I chose to stay.
Okay. Y'all chose to
What would
stay
that
and
make me though?
work through
If
with
she
it.
chooses to stay, what would that make me? If
The
she
right
chooses,
choice?
no, no. What do I say? Like when we compromise, it's like
Mhm.
she chose to stay, and I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna do it no more. It has to be that's compromise. You one way, and then you got to go the other way. You can't have two people doing the same thing. One person has to say, okay, she tolerated me.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
If
I
it
would say
wasn't for
that.
that, I
Yeah.
don't think we would be together.
Wow. That's an honest confession right there.
You got to finish the book. I'm not but honest. I'll tell it all. Okay.
Well, I gotta read the other chapters, but since I knew I was gonna be interviewing Ernee today, I wanted to get y'all 2 chapters
Oh, okay.
done.
So y'all
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah.
Uh huh. Okay. All right. All right. No problem. Once again, got me.
No.
Well, I know it. It's better be a bestseller. That's all I
But whether it's a bestseller or not, have you all thought about participating in couples conferences and talks and all that good stuff?
Yeah, we actually we did.
We talked about
We
it.
said we was gonna do our own. Though.
Yeah. We said we was gonna do our own,
Like
but
a
you know what?
podcast thing.
Starting off with others, yeah, I think it'll be a lot easier.
I think it'll be easier too, but I also think they need it, where
Yeah.
people are going to come in and tell the truth and still not be up there sugarcoating stuff,
You
you
know
know?
what? You know what? That's exactly that's it.
Hmm.
That's it.
Yes.
Because you're not sure what's coming out of somebody's mouth.
Right.
Right.
That's the whole bread and butter of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's not easy.
No.
I mean, now it's easy, but look, 38 years. What, 20 years ago?
Mhm.
Absolutely not. No. 38 years? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Could you
it's
imagine?
now we like this now. Now
Can you imagine 19 years old? What the hell we doing?
19.
At 19?
I thought he was
At
fine.
19? What was that? I didn't know that was the game. I was like, all right, cool. You want to hang out with me? Let's go.
Oh Lord.
See, I told you I was honest.
And now you done married her, y'all got kids, y'all done built a whole life together.
Wait, what, right? She ain't going to win.
Yeah,
I ain't going to win.
that's what it ends up being now. I ain't
But
going
it's
nowhere.
fine. It's fun, though.
Yeah, we
So
have
I'm
fun.
gonna ask both of y'all this question, okay? Now, this question came from a previous guest.
Okay.
Every guest leaves a question for the next guest. So I want y'all both to answer this. If and it's amazing how God works this out. If someone were telling your life, just like with the example that you gave, Ernee, if they were telling your life story, how would you want to be remembered and what would you want them to say about you?
Honest. Somebody that told told the truth regardless of the situation and the
Mhm.
consequence. That's
I
all.
would want them to say, for me, she didn't stop.
Mhm.
She kept going. I didn't lay down and take it. I kept going. I found growth and kept it moving and help others too.
Absolutely. So, what question would you like to leave for the next guest that they're going to have to answer?
If you were to do it again,
I was going to say the same thing.
see,
The two
just
have
see
become one.
what happens when you're together for 38 years. You mind read. If you were to do it all over again,
Mm-hmm.
how would you do it and what part would you remove and why?
Damn, so
If you were to do it again, what part would you remove and would you do it again and why?
Wow. So thank you, Mr. Charles,
You're
for jumping in. And whenever y'all do decide to do some conferences, some marriage conferences, some even honestly, don't leave out the singles conferences either. Because
Uh,
before you were married, you were single. And some folks bring that single mindset into their marriage. So don't leave those folk out either.
okay.
Um, but thank you both for being on the podcast. Ernee, how can the people, number one, get the book, and number two, reach out and connect with the Ernee Peppers?
Well, to get the book, it is books by dot erniepeppers.com.
I am
Books
typing that
by
in.
dot Ernie Peppers.
Got it, got it, got it.
You got it?
And then how can they connect with
And
you?
you can connect with me through, we'll say, Pepper Speaks 3mistakes.com.
Is that the number 3?
Number 3, yes.
Child, trying to type with these claws on ain't no joke. Peppers
Yes,
Speaks
yes,
3mistakes.com.
yes, ma'am.
So for those of y'all that are watching the live and watching the replay, if you want the rough, rugged, and raw, where people are sharing their relationship experiences, y'all need to get this book. It's an easy read and it's an interesting read. Grab this book, Promised to Love and Honor, from Shacking Up to Vows, Broken Promises and Unrealistic Expectations in Relationships. So Ernee or Mr. Charles, I'll open it up to both of you. Is there anything you would like to leave with our audience before we say goodbye?
Jennifer, you can go first.
Congratulations in your future. Whatever your past was, it's the past. That's why they call it the past. And they call it present because it's the present.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's a gift.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I leave you with. And especially if you're 50 and over. We ain't got that much time, man. We got to get together. We got to get together.
Ah, okay, I would say if you're in a relationship, okay, bye, Super Cat.
See you later. I'm sorry, I got to do.
No problem.
I would say if you want a relationship that's solid,
Mm-hmm.
figure out who you are first and what it is that you want. Because in a relationship, a lot of people don't know what they want.
Right.
They just want whatever comes by if they like me. It's not about them, it's about you. At the end of the day, it's all about you. So if you're going to choose you. Choose you. I will always bet on me first.
Mm.
Because relationship, it depends on what you want to bring out in order for it to flow. So every relationship ain't for you. Every person ain't for you.
Right.
But if you think that there's something there to work out, work it out. But don't ever be so unhappy that you're disgusted with you.
Wow.
You want first. Know who you are first.
Don't ever be so
We didn't
unhappy
know.
that
19.
you are disgusted with you.
Yeah, you're disgusted.
Wow.
And that's wasting time.
No. I know y'all were not ready for all that was dropped, but I know that it needed to be said And that's why I said tonight was going to be a night of healing. If you need to go back and watch this again, watch it. Share this episode. Ernee, I appreciate you so much being transparent, for being willing to come on and tell a bunch of strangers about your journey, and just a snippet of how you got to where you are now. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't miss next week. Share this episode with everybody, even people you don't like, because you got to go through that process of forgiving.
Yes.
Okay, so you can be free as well. So, Ernee, we know. Go ahead.
Because the forgiving is not for them, it's for
It's for
you.
you. That's
It's
right.
for you. Don't be too stuck on, I'm not. Say it, believe it, let it go. Your world will crack open and
Mm,
you'll enter a world that you always wanted.
yeah.
So forgive them. Even if it was a bad relationship or bad this, be like, hey, you know what? I want to thank you. And that's it. I want to thank you for doing whatever it is that messed up my life by making my credit score. Well, whatever it is, you took my house, my kids. I forgive you. And I thank you now because it made me a better person.
Mm.
That's it. Forgive.
Forgive, y'all. For even forgiving yourself.
But forgive.
Forgive.
Yes.
Ernee, I know your daughter's there, so y'all enjoy your time. And
Yes.
everybody, I will see y'all on next week, where we are
Woo-hoo!
going to drop the mic one more again.
Yes. Yes.
Y'all take care, and
Yes.
I'll see you
Good night,
next
everyone. Thank you.
week.
Thank Nish. Thank you.
Thank you.